This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey bitch, what is your whole deal? Hey bitch, just tell us how you feel. You wished for a sign from above. Well, here's a podcast about boy sex, fucking, dating, and love. Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat
And Pat.
Hey, it's Kitty Cat Cappuccino.
It's Pat Cappuccino.
Whereas I'm John.
And this is Seek Treatment, a podcast about boys, sex, fucking, dating, and love. We're live in the studio with one of the most special people on planet Earth.
Yeah, right.
Come on, John.
Seriously, I'm pathetic.
John.
You already know. You already know.
Like, you just have to be nicer to yourself.
I actually really need to hear that today.
We're live in the studio with the John Early.
Okay, just before we started, I started saying my favorite part of the show.
Back to business.
I know. I'm going to get misogyny claims.
Yeah, well, you're being misogyny to me.
Yeah.
No, how you were saying.
Okay. The Danny Kane Showstopper music video begins with all the girls in the recording studio with Diddy. And Diddy is, like, setting them free for the night because, like, in the world of the music video, he, like...
Oh, that has an age.
I just want to be clear. I will not be talking about Diddy on this pod.
And Diddy comes in. He's like, all right, you girls are done for the night, but don't go out partying now tonight. And they're like, yes, Diddy, we won't. Music starts. They all start glamming up to clearly go out on the town, completely disregarding what Diddy just told them. And then there's just this moment of like Andrea.
Which one is she?
She's the one with like a really good voice who was like one of the OGs with Aubrey.
Kind of small.
Yes. And like gorgeous girl. And then was always like a counterpart to Audrey, where it was like Audrey was almost like, I'm so sorry, Aubrey was always getting like.
It's okay.
I know.
You're good.
I'm so sorry.
Aubrey was always getting the attention, but Andrea was like the voice. And so anyways, there's just a shot of her like in the mirror with an earring, like doing that. You know what I mean? When a girl like holds the earring up to her ear and looks in the mirror to see how it would look.
Yeah.
I just was like, that's so chic to do
Wow.
that.
It's art.
I just want to say I think they deserve a lot of credit, and also I think music generally at that time for the
Totally.
like because I think that can there's a lot of that in music today, and it can be traced back.
Why didn't it work really with Danny Kane? Like,
Why didn't it work?
Why didn't it
But
work?
it did.
But they weren't international. Like Diddy set out, and I know you don't want to talk about Diddy, but I'm sorry. Like,
But Pat has to talk about him today
Wow.
in a positive way.
But like when that season of Making the Band came out, like Diddy was out to make the next Spice Girls, and like they did not achieve that.
But I also don't think that culturally. I think the culture was moving on from that kind of a girl group.
Right.
Do you think we're ready for another girl group?
I don't know. I will say the problem. Like, I have really did a huge Spice Girls dive recently.
Oh,
I had
so
a
good.
really, really vivid dream where I was literally pitching to them. Like, it could not have been more vivid, where I was like, we need to do, and actually I'm worried about saying this because I don't want someone to take this idea.
Yeah.
But also, it's fine.
No, keep it to yourself.
Okay, well, but I'm talking about it.
Well, just
Sure.
rush right.
You had an idea.
Just
I
right.
had
But
an
even
idea
like
that
now,
I pitched to them like an HBO style like prestige doc. It's like one episode per each of them.
That sounds
that's so
incredible.
Doesn't that
good.
sound amazing?
Wow.
But it was because I watched the
White on Set?
Beckham.
Oh, Beckham.
The Beckham thing on Netflix,
Oh.
and there's all this beautiful footage of them from that era,
It's
like
the best
backstage.
ever.
Yeah.
I was like completely rocked by that, and I mean, come on, like they actually had fun personalities.
They were the
I
best.
know. We didn't know
and
enough
like,
about them
and
at the
now
time.
those, and now every kind of like tailor made like by Simon Cowell or whatever
Yeah.
girl group or group. All those groups, like why don't they even try to differentiate their personality?
Yeah.
They're just like different
I
shades of
know.
like beach wave.
I know.
Different
You know?
shades of
I
beach
know. Like, what's the most recent is Fifth Harmony.
But
they all
that's
I
the
don't know
same thing.
them.
It's like,
yes, and they differentiate themselves by leaving the group one by one for solo careers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was such a defender of that song "Work."
It was
You
so
ain't gotta
good.
go to
work,
Yes.
work, work.
Gonna run, run, run it.
I didn't know that one.
You can work from home.
It's like leave your job and come
Was that
fuck.
pre-pandemic work
Yes,
from home?
and,
stuff?
and that's crazy, and
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
foresight.
they invented
Yeah.
COVID.
The plot of the song is leave work and come fuck me.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
it's
plot.
hot.
Yeah.
You know, it was I'll never, ever, ever forget when I first started having SEX for the first time. And I was in college and I would Google chat my boyfriend and be like, I wouldn't type sex. I would say, let's do ! After class.
Oh my God.
Wait, one exclamation point?
Instead of saying I'm horny, because I was still like kind of shy in my sexuality,
Yeah.
I would go, I'm ! And I'd be like, come over after
Oh,
class.
that's cute.
And so like
That's really cute.
11:30 a.m. Like that was everything. I've never been hornier than I was then.
But did he come over at 11:30 a.m.?
Yes, like we were like,
Wow.
See, I didn't.
Special.
He's married
I
now.
know, me neither.
I've never had sex. I mean, I just want to like you say stuff like that. I'm
I
like,
know.
have I had sex?
I couldn't even say the word, John. I said exclamation point.
sure.
Exclamation
What do
point.
you think of the trend of people saying SEGGS?
I've literally never heard
It's
that.
for TikTok.
It's for TikTok to
Oh,
prevent
cool.
Yeah.
to prevent censorship. They're like segs.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to post clips.
Oh.
They're like, my labia's out, and they're like, banned.
I didn't know that.
You
It was
can't
on
talk about
TikTok.
sex on TikTok.
I know
They
it because I
ban you.
follow a Christian influencer who's parlayed into being a sex influencer,
Whoa.
but within the confines of marriage.
Is that Bethany?
Bethany and her husband just came out, not as gay, which he definitely is.
Wait,
He came out as atheist.
and what's his name? Oh wait,
Dave with
It's
Dave with 2 dots
ridiculous.
over the DAV with 2 dots over the A.
no E.
Wait.
So okay,
What?
so there's a woman called Bethany.
Girl defined.
Girl
Is
And
he
you
like?
need to know
Is he
about them.
Swedish or something?
No, but he's gay for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
And
Swedish or gay?
she's like, they got married when she was like 36 and he's 23, and he's clearly was this so mean?
And
to-
that's okay.
Wait, should I not be saying someone's gay? It's the meanest thing you could say about someone.
That person. Pat. That person's gay.
No, but apparently I haven't I used to follow them really closely, but
He came out as atheist.
he's atheist, but she's staying with him.
This is really juicy.
And
actually.
her
Yeah.
whole thing is Christian.
Christian. Like they used to do
Yeah, they're
videos.
like purity ring.
Her and her
Wow.
sister used to do videos of like how to wear makeup in a godly way. But now she's saying like the Christian's guide to segs, because like she's like we need to, as married Christian women, like love sex because God made it for us as married Christian women. God made sex for married Christian women.
Coming out as an atheist, how does that play into the whole thing?
I forget because I didn't hear it firsthand. Like a fellow follower of them like told me.
This
Like,
is all alleged.
yeah. Did you hear Dave is atheist? And I said, wow.
Wow.
I said,
Wow.
holy wow.
He played, I think, a ukulele song at their wedding for her.
Oh my
Beautiful.
God! Was it
Beautiful.
the Somewhere of the Rainbow, like the ukulele version?
I think it was an original.
Oh whoa.
Anyways, definitely check out their work.
Okay.
John, how are you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Because we had you on the podcast in 1992, I believe.
When was that?
That was like
that was when I actually was kind of happy back then. That was like 20.
No, I don't want to hear that.
that must
I'm actually happy now.
well, explain why you're absolutely radiant.
I'm happy right now. I'm happy.
that might have been 2019.
Actually, the past 4 years where we can all admit.
Yeah, they were hard. They were
Insane.
tough.
Yeah.
But that must have been 2018.
I think that was
2019.
I think it was early 2019.
And we were. I was so
Yeah.
starstruck too.
Oh
Because,
my God.
because and we won't say it, but we know fans first, and then after the fact.
After the fact.
And you were talking about jeans.
Right.
Well, okay,
yes.
well, Pat recently confronted me about that.
Yes.
Oh, what happened?
About like how I said, which I of course have no memory of.
Totally, because because I didn't because it didn't matter to you.
Well, yeah, to me it was so insignificant.
Right, because everyone who wasn't huge was insignificant to you at that time of your life because you got drunk on your own sauce.
Oh my God.
we were in such a bad studio. I remember, like
We
Yeah.
were in we were in a
long
little,
table,
Yeah, in like downtown LA or something.
long
Yeah.
table. Anyways, so
But I apparently said something to Pat about your skinny jeans.
You
Which
said
like,
I would never wear them.
okay, let's not.
well, I was telling the truth.
Totally.
If that's a crime, lock me up.
No, but did I not admit that it was projection because
It was so clearly
It was-
projection.
it was so like I still had shame from like my college year. Like being in New York in like 2006 meant
I know.
American Apparel.
I'll never forget being in Williamsburg American Apparel. They didn't have any jeans larger than 28-inch waist.
I know.
And he said, maybe try Urban. He said maybe try urban.
Urban's so small too.
This man looked at my eye and said maybe try urban.
Oh my
If you are larger
God.
than
Would you wear a
28.
deep V back then?
I never did full deep.
Okay.
I
Me
did, but
neither.
I wore the V's like constantly, and I
I'm
wore
worried
their
that's
little.
like coming back.
I love
know.
a crew. No.
Yeah.
Is this screw? This is,
Yeah.
Yes, I love.
You're good.
Connect.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you.
It's classic.
So since then, how have you been?
I've been good. But I think the pod, it was so great. But I'm glad we can like really pop off now.
No, now
Totally.
we're safe.
Yeah.
We're family.
Now
Yeah.
So John's come on as my bulking coach.
Yeah,
we talk about that.
Yes, this is. Have you talked about this on the pod?
Have I talked about my bulk on the pod?
You said you're bulking, and I don't know what that means. but-
Listeners don't like when I talk about the gym because they say I've adopted a classic mean gay personality. But
But Pat, let me to be clear. This is one person.
no, it's
said
a
that.
it's a
So I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's a small passionate
Listeners.
it's a small passionate community.
I'm on a journey to not take things like that one person say. But it's really hard.
It's really crazy how lodged.
I mean,
it
I know word
becomes.
for word. I know every person who's been even lukewarm towards me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will never,
Me too.
ever. How could someone be lukewarm towards you?
Get out of here.
Jealousy.
It happens. It happens.
Really?
Yes, I mean
Intense
this is
jealousy.
Who
the
was
pro-
lukewarm to you?
Bleep it.
No, I just like I'm talking about like literally the biggest disease, and I have to before pivotal moment, I have to mute my own name on Twitter
I know.
because
Oh, you can't look.
Kat, I have literally started because it's just where I'm
I
always
know.
desperate for one more. We all want one more thing to be addicted to keep us
Totally.
in bed longer.
So are you still on
Yes.
Twitter? Okay. I kind of miss it, to be honest.
But do you really tweet?
It's not good.
Do you tweet or just look?
I just look. I don't even tweet.
Tears
I
rolling
know.
down.
I need
No
that.
tension, no tension in the face.
So you get alerts.
No.
Okay.
I literally I turn on my phone in the morning, and I like it's like Instagram, Twitter, email, whatever, and then I'm like, well, I could also name search. It's just something fun to do,
Yeah.
and I
know,
name search, and
search-
it's
Let me ask you. This is
it
the
will stay in
I'm
my head for
shocked.
weeks.
and this is the real sickness. Do you do this? This is the real sickness that you have to go to the hospital for.
No,
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
When
do
you
it,
search
I
your
assure
name
you.
by the different
Oh, honey, the asterisks.
Yeah. Well, let's see if I put an asterisk here instead of this letter.
Oh
And
my
Literally,
God.
have you not done that?
I have, but I haven't
But
looked
you
at that for
stopped.
years because it was so bad.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
but-
was
good.
so.
when you get involved with the asterisks, then you have to go to the hospital.
Because when you are female, and I say this with so much love, when you are female presenting, it's a whole other level.
It's
Totally.
harder for me.
I won't, it's hard for everyone.
No.
Huge
It
fight.
is. Well, I
Huge
also
fight.
I think maybe we even talked about this, although I remember zero content for the podcast. But I've really felt that being a collaborator with Kate Berlant.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Just like
People
the
coming for Kate.
difference. Like
Do you
the
think? Yeah.
the people are just on your YouTube videos over the years and Twitter and yada yada.
Oh my
It's
God.
like
yeah.
it's just insane.
That's how I used to.
it's so different.
That's how it
Because
always.
I think the only difference is that like then the incels come for the women specifically,
Yes.
and it's a whole other section of the internet.
Totally.
I
know.
don't get a lot of hate. I just occasionally get like a kind of like grad school gay who's like,
Jealous of you.
what?
Yeah.
Say it again.
And then
Say
a-
jealous of you.
Jalois or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's French, but
It is.
No one here speaks French, so we're good. Don't worry.
No
Don't worry.
one
We know.
listening
We know.
speaks. No one listening speaks French.
No one what?
No one listening speaks French.
No one listening has ever spoken French. That's not true. Because I'm going to Paris
Oh really?
to do it. I'm doing a show in Paris.
Wait, really?
Excuse
Let me
me?
tell you this. I know one person there. So if anyone listening lives in Paris or knows a person there, please send them muet.
Should I travel? Should I
And
travel?
je m'appelle.
Should
Come
I-
with me.
Should I travel? When are you going?
Je m'appelle.
But-
I'm going in June.
My name.
June. I wonder if I could.
Keep me posted, dude.
Wait, this is so. What are you doing it in like a bistro?
I do. Bless you and bless you.
Don't sneeze when a woman's talking.
Shut the fuck up. And God bless. And God bless. I don't know. I assume like a little black box theater.
That's so cool.
I'm
How
excited.
do you book shows in
know.
Europe?
John,
I
I,
know.
email every person I work with and I go, please help.
Yeah. I
But
don't even. I've never tried to do that because I'm also actually kind of scared of just like bombing.
But did you tour after your special?
That's private.
Are you?
We can edit
no.
it out. We can edit it
Because
out.
I
You were
had
touring
nothing.
before, right?
I toured right up until the
Yeah.
day it came out, literally.
have
Because I was
nothing.
like, I can't. Yeah,
I
I
have
was like, I have to
nothing.
wring this material out.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I have
it's
to
so
have-
crazy. You release it and then you're like, okay, now I can't say any of that again.
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's no rule, but I can't.
And that's why I'm batting
Yeah,
people
I feel like
away.
there is.
No,
There is a rule. Yeah, there's an unspoken rule, and let's talk about
No,
that.
there's a rule. Let's make that a spoken rule.
Yeah.
Or at least spoken about. I think the rule is like you can't do it on TV again, but there's no rule that says you can't go to
I
a
see.
bistro in Paris and do what? You know what I mean?
Oh, Bistro
Interpol,
Paris is getting 2016 material.
Interpol comes in.
Don't
Oh
even
my
joke.
God.
I don't know music.
Apropos of nothing, I'll say that Budapest is where World Track and Field Championships were in 2023.
If I hear one more thing about track and field, I'm kidding. Okay, I actually think it's really cool.
So
It
my
is cool.
first,
And guess what? If you listen to it for 5 years, someone will send you free shoes.
yeah.
Brooks,
You heard that? How my knee
whoa.
cracked when I did that. Woo! I'm
Are
loving
those
these.
really? Are those very like orthopedic, like good support?
So
They
far,
seem
so
like it.
good. Yeah, I've only worn them a couple times.
So John came on my bulking coach along with
Oh,
Claudia
yeah.
because I'm doing a bulk because I really want a huge ass.
Mhm.
But my fat doesn't go to my ass, so like it
Oh
has
my
to be pure
God.
muscle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So in order to get muscle, you have to eat more,
And then do squats.
and then okay.
And so my first 11 weeks of my bulk, I did lose 1 pound. No, my first like 5 weeks.
Can you believe?
But
No,
then
it's,
once-
it's actually hard to.
Yeah, no, it's
Once
painful.
John and Claudia came on, I gained like 6 in a couple weeks.
and
you believe-
what's your
girls.
method?
You basically go to a restaurant and eat whatever you want.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, and you do
Well,
that
you are-
constantly.
Well, you are, and I know you won't want this mantle thrust upon you, but I am gonna thrust it.
Please.
A foodie.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll take it. I'm not.
Take it and run with it.
It is, I guess, the most accurate term, but like it's not. 'Cause, like there are connotations. Do you think
I think that like
when we are out?
yes.
Do you think that I am annoying about food?
No, I think it's exciting because
I think
know
it's a cool hobby.
I know
Thank
that
you.
I won't
and passion,
It's a passion.
I won't ever
calling, vocation.
know what to get. So it's like y'all take care of the ordering, which I love.
Which I love,
That's
by
so
the
fun.
way.
and then
It's
what
so
I'll say
nice
is-
not to have that third voice.
totally. And then like I will say like after I eat food, like I'm so not discerning. I'll like my vibe with food is like like all food is so good. I'm like I can't believe I'm eating. This is
Yeah.
so cool and
And
special.
before he met you, actually, he only ate wraps.
I know. I
Wait,
love
chicken Caesar.
wrap chicken
Exclusively
Caesar
wraps.
No.
Turkey Club.
Oh my god, I do love a turkey club.
It's
It's so
delicious.
good. It takes me back to like being at Friendlies. Do you have Friendlies where you're from?
That's
We
not
don't.
our-
I don't think we have Friendlies in the South,
Do you have Friendlies?
That's not
where
our
you're-
culture.
but I
you're
know
from?
what that is.
Totally, they have wraps. They have wraps, but they're special.
For
'cause-
me, wrap is like when you're
At
getting
the
out of the
airport.
pool
Oh,
and you're just
mm.
wet with your hand. You're getting out of the pool and it's wet. At the
oh
country club.
really?
That's poetry right there.
Wow.
So fun. The fries are soggy, but you don't.
I've never had a wrap near a pool.
There's
You know
still
what
time.
I love? I love like a poolside like burger.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Heaven.
bought. You know, cheeseburger is my favorite food.
And we had cheeseburgers?
We
No, you and
haven't.
Claudia have.
Yeah.
Cool.
what do you think? What's the best cheeseburger in LA?
What do you
May
think?
I ask?
Okay, I had one that, and I feel slight shame participating in the smash burger trend.
Okay, yeah, because
Why?
that's not
It's so
right.
good.
But that's not what I
it's so
reached
good.
for.
No,
It's
it
not
is
what
good. I
reached
need to
for.
get over. Obviously, I have a lot of. Like, it just there's such a we're in like big smash burger moment.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
and like, but it is good. There's a reason why.
it's not what I want when I want a cheeseburger.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, yeah. Let's just pin that because we're gonna come
I'm
back
gonna
to it.
go. I'm gonna go.
Here's what it is. Do you know why they're special, right?
No.
Okay, because they're smashed. Like no, but
why is it special?
So here's why. When you smash it,
Yeah.
when you smash it's science. When
Yeah.
you smash the patty, you get more like it creates these like lacy edges. They
Ooh.
brown more. Like if you do like a big thick patty and you put it on a grill, only a little bit of it is going to get brown.
Right.
And the brownness, the burnt is where it has flavor.
Like the fat, juicy.
Yeah, it gets like caramelized. So if you
Oh.
smash it there's more surface area to turn brown. So you're getting so much
So
more
good.
flavor. It's real. It's not like
Yeah.
a subtle thing that only like I would understand.
Totally.
But so I had one For the Win is really good.
So we get For the
What?
Win is so
For
good.
the Win is really good. But I had
There's
one.
a place called For the Win.
For the
It's,
Win.
but here's my problem with For the Win.
Okay.
Like the
The
vibe. I
name?
can't stand the vibe in there.
Oh, I know.
Like
I'm scared.
I can't stand.
Okay.
I can't stand the vibe in there.
You don't have. We don't have to get into it.
No. We will get into it. Like, I'm a huge fan.
Me
okay?
too. Me too.
And I've told people
And
I'm responsible for their business. Okay.
totally.
But
Is it bad that am I canceling a small business?
Oh, it ain't a small business. That's fine.
know, but
Maybe it
that's
is. I don't know. Help.
Yeah.
I'm whatever. I have no fly zones. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
So,
totally.
but I think I know what you're talking about. There is this. There's a term that my ex-boyfriend, dear
Right.
friend, coined
Shout out.
called, and I think this is really brilliant. Sneaker food.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like it's like kind of this. It's like the kind of food that it's like. It's approached in a similar, and by the way, I say sneaker and your foot starts moving. That's interesting.
It's something. It's something to think about.
It's something to look
Later.
at.
But it's like a kind of like this kind of like
Yeah.
Stop.
these like a
You
like
said 1,000 words
like
already.
a fresh boy, like a fresh
Yeah.
sneaker,
Yes.
kind of like waiting in line for sneakers, like
Yes.
kind of like it's very millennial, and it's even like, and it's even visually like it's like blocky, like the food is like blocky. There's like big, like there's lots of like sauce, like block. It's like
Yes.
for kids. Like I can't. It's hard to describe, but it's like fresh products.
I mainly mean like when I'm going to a restaurant, like I want to be in a booth and taken care of.
Yeah,
I want dim lights.
Yeah.
white tablecloths for me.
Yeah.
I want like 80s opulence.
Yeah.
Can I ask what your favorite fry is? Like type of fry.
Oh, I thought you were saying like restaurant. I love like a Burger King, like the scuffed up Burger
Yeah.
King fry.
I'll never forget. Sorry.
And
You
he
know what I mean by
was-
scuffed up? Like the kind of grainy texture of a
Yeah,
Burger
it's
King
almost
fry.
like
Burger King fries are
Cold?
different. Like what?
It's almost gold. Okay.
Burger King fries taste.
in my mind, Burger King fries are cold.
I remember. I keep having these memories.
not mealy, but like a little bit like.
Well, they're like. They're not mealy.
I kind of think they're.
I think McDonald's like.
I love McDonald's fries.
One time, like my cousins lived
Be
in the next
careful.
town over, and they had a Burger King in their town, and we had a McDonald's in our town. So like they never got
Mm.
McDonald's, and I never got Burger King.
Oh.
But one time they were over our house, and they had Burger King, and there were like fries like on the floor of their car. And I used to do like a prank where I would, when they were leaving my house, I would hide in the trunk of their car, and then like halfway home, I'd pop out and be like, "I'm here." We thought it was so funny.
so funny.
And so then, like, when I was going into my hiding spot, like, there was like Burger King fries on the floor. I think they were probably a day old.
Yeah.
But I was like, I never get these, and so I started eating them
Oh
on the
my
floor.
God.
And I was like, oh my God, these are so good. And then like, and I was like, and what I took from it is like, Burger King fries are even good cold.
Oh, interesting.
Whereas McDonald's fries are so bad cold, they're
Yes.
nearly cold.
I know what you mean.
Burger King fries are crunchier.
Yeah.
They're a little thicker.
Totally.
But you know what
harder
I
on the
don't
inside.
like is when like one of the edges has like the brown potato skin on it.
I have to say I kind of like that.
You like that? Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I know, yeah.
I think the kind of fry I like isn't very popular.
What?
Kind of like thin, soggy.
Thin soggy.
Like I just
Like
love.
shoestring, that like wilted shoestring?
I had
Sometimes.
such good fries at
Or I like double fried. Like you know what I mean? When they're like really thick.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we're not connecting. It's okay.
No, it's fine.
It's okay.
Listen, I love waffle. I love curly. Like
Oh,
I love.
curly cute.
But I'll tell you this: the Burger King thing. I've learned a trick, and everyone can try this at home.
Yeah.
Is like if you make potatoes,
Mhm.
you like to get the Burger King effect, and this is something
Yeah.
from my ex-boyfriend. He taught me
Wow.
this. You after you parboil the potatoes, you
Wrong crowd.
yeah, sorry. After you boil, like you pre-boil the potatoes before
Okay.
you put them in the oven, okay, to get them cooked first.
Okay. I don't
Then
think my
you-
mom did that.
You have to listen. I'm literally like, what? How? Because, you then toss them in a colander so that the edges of the potato get scuffed up,
Oh wow.
like from the holes in the colander, and that gives it that
Right.
Burger King scuff. And then when they're frying in the oven or on the stove, they have lots of little edges that
Oh,
get
I
like
wouldn't know.
crispier.
That's interesting. Do you cook a lot?
Yes.
But how did you learn that?
What's your
Who told
specialty?
you to do that?
His ex-boyfriend.
Pasta?
Did your
Pasta.
ex-boyfriend teach you?
That yes.
Did he teach you cooking in general?
He taught like I would say I had the passion.
Totally.
Whereas he has the like this he understands the science of it.
That's a
That's
fucked up power
beautiful.
dynamic. I'm so glad.
No,
you're out
it
of
was
that.
grooming. It was grooming. I look back at it now, and I didn't know it then.
Totally. Well, you don't know what you
It's
don't know.
involved
I was
See,
groomed.
Yeah.
I was groomed.
To scuff and scuff those potatoes. Do you have a nice kitchen?
Yes.
That's great. That's so
Yeah.
great. That's my goal, my dream.
yeah.
Do you feel comfortable talking about the fact that we were both gay baited recently?
I
We
don't know
were
what you're talking about.
We were gay baited by a person.
Oh my god, I do feel comfortable, but we will not say his name.
Because I don't
Can
know
I
it.
Can I see an image?
There's
No,
no
we
way
don't have one. I don't have one.
Wait,
Yeah.
did it happen to you at the same time or separately?
Same
Just
night.
separately, same
Okay.
space.
Oh, at a
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
love to party. Invite.
How
I
long
do
have
events.
Wait, so how long have you been single? How long have you been single?
I guess technically for a year and a half.
Wow.
Were y'all on and off? Were y'all together for how long were you together?
we were together for a very long time.
And now you're really
lived
friends.
together and very very
That's
close
so
friends.
nice.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you
Sometimes that can happen.
have you been friends with exes before, or was this a special situation?
I've never really had this feel like a special situation. I've never been in a relationship that long.
Yeah.
How long was that?
62 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
We're really
just
excited.
getting on the edge of like shit or get off the pot territory.
No, he never proposed. And I said, get out.
The Ultimatum, the Queer Ultimatum on Netflix. Did you watch that?
What is that?
It's the best
The
show of all
Queer
time.
Ultimatum.
So there's
The
well,
Queer
there's a-
Ultimatum.
There's a show called The Ultimatum.
Oh my
and
God.
Then
And there's a queer version?
It's,
Yeah.
it's
no.
exquisite.
there's
Okay.
here's what I'll say. There's no gay guys on it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And I can say that.
Oh, was that hard for you?
Well,
Yeah, that's actually he didn't like it because of
Wow.
that.
no, I
Because
did
there
not-
was no
I didn't-
entry point.
I
for
did
you.
not like it. I couldn't watch it.
Sure.
I never started.
I couldn't get enough of it. It was so juicy.
I just like when there's gay guys.
Totally. Gay guys are rock. Gay guys rock.
Gay guys rock.
I love gay guys.
I was recently I was gonna go home. I haven't been home to Houston in a long time, and I was like, Mom,
I did not realize you were Houston.
Houston, Texas.
Pat checks out fully.
Funny,
Okay,
'cause
just quickly,
he's been in my home.
the Alley Theater.
Of
Did
course.
you do stuff there?
No, I mean that was the professional thing. I've been to Zilker Hall. That's where the Tommy Tune Awards were.
Oh my god.
Do you know about the Tommy Tune
I
Awards?
know about Tommy Tune, but I don't know about
Who's Tommy Tune?
Do you know about the Jimmy Awards?
wasn't he Danny in Grease on Broadway?
Maybe he was like a Broadway star from the
I will
70s.
be so embarrassed. I don't think he was.
Well, you
I
just
like
yeah.
maybe like
He
take
was,
that
he was
out.
like a Broadway. No, that's how we are.
yeah. Actually, take it out.
Tommy Tune was a Broadway star, but
You
do
just
you know what the Jimmy Awards are? Like the High School Musical
Yes,
Theater
of
Awards.
course.
So Tommy Tune is the Houston specific version, and if you win the Houston version, you go to the Jimmys.
Did
so
you
that-
go to the Jimmys?
No,
Oh.
my brother did. I have
What?
I have an actor brother.
I hate
actor
the
brother.
culture around the Jimmy Awards.
You got to meet him. He's fabulous.
Oh my god.
But that was all over. Wait, actually, it wasn't at the Alley Theater. It was the Hobby Center. Anyways, that's where I'm from. But I
Wait,
was
where are
going-
you from?
Nashville.
You're from Nashville?
Have you spent time at the
Similar
Alley
kind
Theater?
of cities, I feel like.
Centennial
Definitely.
Park. Green is the color of the
Wait,
grass
why,
where I
why
used to.
Centennial Park? I forgot about
Because
It's
we
a
were listening to
Swiftie.
Invisible String.
Oh, right.
And green was the color of the grass where she used to read in Centennial Park. She used to think she would meet somebody there.
I grew up really close to that park.
Are you serious?
Yes, and it's where the replica of the Parthenon is.
Gold was the color of the leaves when Taylor showed someone around Centennial Park.
This is a huge thing, which we discovered the other night, which is like Pat is a lover of lyrics.
Yeah.
He comes to music lyrically, which is so interesting. Which is, by the way, what you're supposed to do, and I come
That's
to
what you're
music. I literally do not absorb lyrics.
The rhythm drives you. So
The rhythm.
you're driven
drives
by
me,
the
baby.
rhythm.
I am.
I can see that in your work. You're
Thank
driven by the
you,
rhythm.
Thank you, and you can see that in the kind of absolute incoherence of the text.
But don't you think that I'm borderline tone deaf?
Next.
Don't you think I'm borderline tone deaf?
Yeah, but you're getting better with age.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
well, Pat will sing.
I
Pat
don't
will sing
need this
just
anymore.
above. He'll sing just above or below the note in a way
Yeah.
that's like defies.
almost harmony.
odds. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he'll sing a song and I go, "That doesn't sound anything like the song." But
Totally.
In
And
his,
that's why I'm
in his
borderline
mind,
tone
he's like,
deaf.
"That's what the song is," and I listen to it. I'm like, "I see where you thought that was the song."
Yeah.
Totally.
I too come from a lyric forward space.
Wow. See, I'm
Oh, I
so
That's
know
how we
jealous.
get. That's how we
Yeah.
get together.
Yeah, that's how we
I'm
get
so
together.
dating.
That's how we get together sometimes.
Oh, so we fuck. It doesn't matter.
Yesterday on the pod, I sang "Stick with You" because I was recounting that when I was a senior in high school, I got in a car crash to "Stick with You" by Pussycat Dolls. Isn't that special?
with you.
Imagine the artfulness of getting into a car crash to that song.
That is, I have a car crash song
What's your
story,
car crash
No.
song?
which is that I was driving with my like secret boyfriend in high school.
Oh my
Okay, that's
God.
very exclamation point after class.
Yeah, yeah.
You have. I'm trying to think you have had sex.
You guys are right. But like, and it was my secret boyfriend, kind of like it was secret from my parents, you know, and it was horny, you know, it was great. I'm glad I had that.
Wait, do you know what you just reminded me
Yeah.
of? The clip you've posted before of you on the news as a high
Oh,
schooler
it's
saying that you
huge.
don't.
Me too.
Do you
don't
know
have
that?
sex.
That's exactly what I thought of too.
It has become such a staple. Like I had now constantly quoted, "We know what sex is."
Yeah.
I say-
we know it's.
I
So how did that come to be? Like they came to your school and they were like, "Excuse me, sir."
Yes, there was like a local news station in Nashville did a piece on like teaching abstinence and like what
Oh
do
my God.
students think about like
Yeah.
abstinence education in high school or like sex education. Well, I think it was specifically about abstinence. And then they came to my school and like the I guess she was a guidance counselor
Yeah.
picked me and this other girl because we were like, I mean, the other girl was not a theater girl, but like I was a theater kid obviously, and
Yeah.
I think and it was just, you know, she knew I would like to be on camera.
Yeah.
But like we were 14.
Yeah.
Like why didn't you pick a senior who
Totally
could
to
like
abstain as a 14-year-old. It's like cool.
and just to talk about sex on and to ask me clearly gay
Yeah.
to put myself on camera and be like sex like it was
I'm like
crazy.
sweating.
It was horrifying, and of course I had nothing. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know
Oh
what they were
my
going to
God,
ask me.
it's so
but
cruel.
I'm like the clip is really amazing because you really see my wheels turning, and
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be like a good student,
Yeah.
and I'm like, and I have like braces, and I'm like, and my hair is
Oh
like.
my God.
It's like just chopped.
Fake
And
Gosselin
I'm
wishes.
like, and you can play like the xylophone on my esophagus. I'm like full. I'm so thin,
Wait.
and I'm like,
brag.
we know what sex is. Like, I'm like trying,
Yeah.
and I'm also panicking because I'm gay, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
and,
Yeah.
I like don't want to seem like a virgin, but also want to be like a good student. So like,
It's a
just like,
brilliant social experiment to like do that to a child.
Yeah.
And for those who haven't seen, what is the quote that you give?
I say, I'm like, we know it. I go. It's not like we don't know what sex is. We know what it is. And it's like I had not held a hand at that point.
Wait, who's your secret boyfriend? How
yeah,
did
when
you
did
meet
that
him?
start?
Okay, so
How far did you guys go? did you sleep with him?
Get her in the set.
so you know what's so good about your laugh, Pat?
Oh, I hate it.
No. It's because I have a shrieking laugh too.
Uh-huh. But mine's
Oh.
cacophonous and like it's not human.
Pat, it's amazing.
heaven.
It's amazing. But your laugh gives
you guys are being
me.
so annoying about it.
but I seriously, it does. I feel self-conscious about my laugh, and when I hear your kind of ish laugh,
Yeah.
it helps me let mine out fully.
Okay, good. I'm glad
Okay.
I give you that permission to have levity.
It's
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, what was I saying?
Did you sleep
The
with this?
boyfriend.
The boyfriend. So
Yeah.
and I car crash.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. A beautiful mind.
You forever.
I must stick with you.
So good.
My voice, thank you. So his name is Spencer.
Spencer.
Was so dramatic. His name was Spencer.
He passed,
Is,
and we would
is.
still be together today.
Stop it. Stop it.
But so I was friends with these girls from another school.
Coolest thing.
Class.
You know,
Awesome.
the best. Like
Please-
it was like they were like one grade older than me.
Thank you.
And they were like very, they were like the thrift store girls.
Yeah.
And I was like,
How'd you meet them from theater?
There was like one kind of mutual. One girl used to go to my school.
Incredible. That'll do it.
Yeah, but they were the best. I worshipped them, and and then there suddenly was a new gay in town, and it was him because he was in a play with them, and he was a year younger than me, so I groomed him.
Wow.
Stop it. Stop it.
The groomie became the groom.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
groomer, and that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why you fell.
Groomed people groom people.
Yes, exactly.
Stop it.
It doesn't make it okay, but it's context.
So whatever. We just basically like I started because I could drive and he
how did
couldn't.
it start though? Because you're
I'm
closeted.
getting there.
You're closeted. You know what sex is.
Is that my spindrift? And no offense.
I believe it is mine, but
There's no way.
okay, maybe this is.
I just want
mine.
one sip. Okay.
They knew I was gay. I was out to these girls, and they knew that he. Oh well, they knew he was gay and that he was a gymnast.
Oh wow.
But he wasn't out to anyone, and
Oh my
so it
goodness.
was very like I was like the mentor.
Totally.
I was like,
and he-
I'll
There's
give
another
you
word for
rides
that, yeah.
I'll give you rides home.
yeah.
Like I'll like take you to play practice, like you
Yeah.
know, but it was it's such a funny like dynamic because I was like trying to be the kind of like good person, like the mentor, like kind of helping him, like ushering him out of the closet,
yeah.
and yet he was so much more like he was so much more like sexually adventurous.
Really? Well, he's a
Than me,
gymnast.
like just so much more like comfortable with the sexual,
Mm.
but I kept trying to have this kind of status thing of like, let me kind of teach you
Yeah.
about like being gay and like
breathe out, breathe
and
out.
but he was just so much more like kind of like fun and like you know
Yeah.
and like, but I used to
Was he hot? No offense.
yeah, he was hot.
Cool.
But why was I okay, back to car crash.
Yeah.
So I gave him a ride home. We were doing like so sweet. We did like there was like a local like college, like a art school, like a Watkins
yeah.
art school, whatever. It was like cut all of this. I'm kidding. Don't leave that in because that's fun. But we took like a printmaking class one summer. Isn't that cute?
That's very
you
sweet.
together-
Like a
printmaking
6-week
class.
print with all those girls. Me
Oh,
and
that's
this
I
so
love the
fun.
thrift store girls.
It was so fun.
I wish you had included them in your special.
That was fucked up of me.
yeah, just I always say dance with the girls that brought you.
Yeah. Oh my
Like
God.
why cast others when you
Right.
have these people that are supporting you from
Totally,
day dot? You know what I
totally.
mean? Like,
Oh my God.
were you
But-
out to anyone besides the thrift store girls?
Yes, I was out to all my friends.
Wow.
Yeah, and like every teacher and not my parents.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every teacher was like, "Hey, girl," to me.
Oh my
I was like voguing down the halls, and then I would get in the car, and my parents were like. But they of course knew. But
Were they very no sex till marriage because of religion?
no.
That's so
No.
funny
That's
that your
so
parents were like,
rare and
"Dude,
beautiful.
I'm so lucky. My
And-
my parents were. It's Presbyterianism. It's not.
That was my favorite. I mean, you having them in your special was absolute
Yeah.
heaven on
Isn't
earth.
it the sweetest
I just
thing
wish we
ever?
could have had
It's-
that with the thrift store girls.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
It almost highlights their absence.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
so funny your
No, it's
parents were like
hostile.
that, but you still like get a camera and you're like,
Stop.
like that, talking abstinence on cam. You know what I mean? Because were they like, we don't care.
Wait, who?
That your parents were like chill about sex, but still the clip. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Still the clip.
I think they knew that it was so funny, and
Yeah.
like they just like and to call any attention to it would have humiliated me, so they just kind of
Oh,
let
it's
it
so hard
happen.
being
It's so hard.
anyone.
It's so
Yeah.
hard.
But like, I start crying.
okay.
I'm just picturing myself in high school, like the way I was.
I
Anyways,
know,
okay,
being
so we're in
interviewed
the car.
You're
We're in the
printmaking
car,
class.
whatever. I'm driving him back from printmaking class, and of course I drive about 45 minutes with the parking brake up.
No.
And I'm like, this
Yeah.
feels weird. Like literally, like just like why is it all like sticky? And like being like I'm trying to counteract the weirdness. Just like going up hills, like what the hell? The car's like smoking, and then the brakes start giving out. I'm stopping at stoplights, and I'm like, oh my! I felt like I had a roller skate on my foot, and my foot was going through the car. It was the scariest. And of course, and I see the brake light on. I'm like, oh my god, the brake light's on from the parking brake. But I go,
Yeah.
something's wrong with the brakes.
Oh my God.
And I keep like we coming to these intersections and barely stopping in time. And instead of like I would again, 16-year-olds should not be behind the wheels.
Oh my
And
God.
me, I shouldn't either.
No. But I literally, it's like I should have pulled over. Something was clearly wrong, but I just kept being like, something's wrong, and driving.
What was
Oh
the
my
gymnast
God.
being like?
He didn't know anything about it. He was like, okay, you know. And then we
He's
get
in a full split.
Yeah, he's like,
He's like, and then we like get to an intersection, and I'm like seeing the cars stopping at a stoplight, and I was like, I cannot stop this car. And I literally looked at him and I was like,
No,
like in a moment, instead of trying to fix it, like my adrenaline takes me, instead of going, okay, like activate, like what do you do, like figure this out, like do the safe thing, I go to full just like shame. I was like I literally took my hands off the wheel. I was like, I can't stop the car. Of course I can't stop the car. I was like mad at myself, and then we just slammed into a stop car at the stop. I mean, thank God it was a red light too, because I could have gone through an intersection. But like, I slammed into a car, and I was like, "Oops!" And then like the cops came, and they had me pull into the gas station. And I pulled into the gas station, and like the cop comes up to my window. I rolled in the window, and I was like, "My brake light's on."
No.
Well, no. First he goes, "Can you turn on the car?" And I turn on the car, and it's like, and I said, "Yeah." And I said, like full volume. I was like, 1 second. That was the music connection. I go, my brake light's not on. Something's wrong with the brakes.
No.
And he goes, I was like, it was on when we were driving. Like, I have a brake issue.
No.
And he goes, can you put down the parking brake? And I was like,
Oh my God.
and I put it down. The brake light turned off, and I was like, fully my fault.
Oh my God.
It was
The
it
Super
was
Bowl
awful.
this year must have been bringing back those memories.
God, I loved him.
I didn't
was
watch
so
it this
proud
year.
of him.
It was heaven.
It's
The
like
skates.
insane for me to feel pride for him, but I was like,
Totally.
But
You
I was
raised
like,
him.
there was something where like he is not, and is he a listener?
Of
Yeah,
course.
okay,
Of
okay.
course.
Well, we
Thank you
love
for
you.
asking.
He used to be. We don't know if he still does.
Yeah.
Kind of the Forever Dog days. Usher. Here's the thing with Usher.
Uh-oh.
Well, I just like it's so
by the way,
funny.
Pat, tread lightly.
Well, it's just like so because every like his whole oeuvre
Sweetie. Do not go to Paris with Kat. You'll humiliate yourself.
was like I've cheated on so many people like so relentlessly, and I don't feel bad.
Oh, wait,
Do you know
I
what mean?
actually didn't know that. Did
no.
he cheat on Chili?
Just every song was like, I can't believe I cheated on you and had 4 babies with 4 other women,
Yeah.
but please don't be mad at me. I don't want you back. Like, it's
Yeah.
always that. But I think that's cool.
And had you been lyrically driven, you would know that.
Literally, I don't know that because I was like,
I'm actually haunted to this day by something I heard one time on the radio that deals with Usher, which is that I was on the way to a graduation party senior year. Unless this is like, there was a sweepstakes for Usher tickets, and a woman called and she won the tickets. And they're like, "You're going to Usher, you have one ticket," and we hear like someone in the background just like screaming, so excited, like, "Oh my God, I'm going to Usher!" And then they're like, "And it sounds like your daughter is pretty excited," and she goes, "It's my son." And I'll just never forget.
That makes me feel that it's real because I always thought those were fake. The sweepstakes.
Yeah.
On
I
radio.
know. Well, what's definitely fake is when they try to catch cheaters on the radio.
Well, do you know?
you got caught.
Like, I was caught.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
Really?
For money.
Do what?
For money. For money.
Wow.
I'm not
I used
familiar
to
with
do that
this.
with Nicole Spezio, friend of
Yes.
mine. Who's
Oh, yes.
pod. She listens to pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
We have to have her on.
You should.
So funny.
She's so
The best.
funny.
I remember seeing her at your shows. Early days.
The early days.
Early
in
days at
Manchester.
Joe's.
And she has a pod that's so funny too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But she and I used to do like in our early 20s. We used to do like you get $50 a pop. It was honestly a great deal.
Yeah.
Like because it was like 15 minutes of work. You would call in. They would call into a radio station at like 7 a.m. It's hell that part.
Yeah.
But like you call into a radio station, but you're just from home, and they give you the scenario, and typically like and they're like, okay, you cheated on your girlfriend. We're gonna be calling you. You'll pick up, and like
Oh my
and
God.
we'll ask you a question, and then Nicole's gonna come in, and like you're not gonna know she's listening.
So
in,
you're
and
playing
she's gonna be
straight.
Like, "Fuck you, blah, blah, blah."
I've never even heard of this.
It's
it's a
It's a
it's
thing. It's a
all over
phenomenon.
radio. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I really-
like so Nicole
But
would
it's all
call
fake,
in and
you're
be
saying.
like, "Yeah, my boyfriend's cheating on me. Like I'm pretty sure he's cheating on me. I don't want to find out." Like, and they're like,
Oh my-
"Okay, well we'll call him right now." And she's like, "God, I'm nervous."
Yeah.
Wait,
You
that's
know,
so fun. That was your
It's-
job.
Yes.
Do you know how a common way they catch the cheater is like they bring the woman on and she's silent, but they call the cheater and they say you've won a sweepstakes and you can send roses to anyone's house. And then they see if they send it to her Or
Which
Got
is like,
'em.
that would never happen.
I know. You won a bouquet of roses.
Yeah,
Like, what?
can I send it to Carla?
Carlotta?
Yeah. but I literally was constantly playing a straight guy.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And then she would be like, what the hell? I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
what? She's on the phone. And I
That's
always,
so
they would always give me this note where like, I was always so preoccupied with like, trying to make it more believable this would even happen. So I would always focus on like, wait, you've been listening in? I kept focusing on that. Like they wanted me to get straight to like, I'm sorry for cheating or like,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I always was like, wait, you were like, you called the radio station? You were just listening this whole time? That's insane. Why would someone do that? Like, I
Wow,
always
you did
focused-
just sound
That's
so
beautiful.
straight.
Thank you.
Range.
Do you think you could play
Austin
straight?
Butler.
Can you play straight? Do you think you could? Can you play straight and can I play straight?
I would absolutely love to see you try. I think that would be like, you have to try. Have you ever
I
done
have
that?
to try.
You must have done it in your improv days.
I know. In improv dates, I always was.
When you're improving having a girlfriend.
I was the same.
Yahoos?
I had
Yeah,
a girlfriend in
girlfriend.
college.
Oh, okay. I was thinking out. That's
She would go on to become a stay-at-home fiance.
Which is, of course, my goal.
But no, in improv scenes, I always like. It's just, I come on like, hey, and then no one knows if I'm a gay guy, a woman, or like this is my normal voice and this is how I talk. And so no one, like, I'm always like,
no. This always happens to me too, where I'm playing a woman in my head.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Oh, and then he's gay." I'm like, "Wait, no. That
Yeah.
whole time was a woman."
Wait, to circle back.
I love For the Win.
yes, I love For the Win. I love For the Win too. I don't
Genuinely
mean
think it's explosive.
I just mean
Where
like
is
it's
it?
so good.
Hollywood.
Oh,
I-
never been.
When I say bad vibe, this is what I mean. It's so good that when I get there, I'm so excited to eat it. And then
Yeah.
like because it's so good, there's like a line to get in usually.
You pay at the counter?
Yeah.
I struggle with that.
There's generally just an issue right now, and this is a global issue. This is not specific to For the Win. It's an Instagram food
Yep.
culture thing where
Yep.
it's like things are now lit for TikTok,
Oh.
Instagram. Things are like designed for people to be on their phones being like, today I'm trying the top 3 burgers in LA. Like, you know, like it's all for that.
I know.
you
And
know?
for me,
And
it's like not for that. For
it's
me,
not for that.
It's for my
pleasure.
friends.
It's a
It's for
pleasure.
friends and it's for bulking.
Did you gain 6 pounds via our bulking coaching?
During your plan, yeah. During your
Oh
plan.
my
And this is
God.
and I know you came on here because you want to
That's
promote.
always my plan.
And I know you came on today because you want to promote your bulking program.
Yes, exactly.
I was
but-
going to ask in the aftermath of the car crash. Like,
Yes.
were you in trouble? Was it scary? Like, and then how'd you guys get together?
Well, no, exactly. Like that was the scariest thing was like, now my parents will know I'm giving this guy a ride.
And had
that's-
had you hooked up at this
I
point?
have to be real.
Yeah.
I have to pee so
Go
bad.
pee.
Okay.
That's encouraged. That's encouraged.
That's encouraged. We always do it.
We will.
We will. We always do. And we'll talk about how it's.
Don't threaten us with a good time. Wow.
I wonder if we'll watch the eclipse.
Okay, you guys. Pat, everyone record.
Are you recording?
Everyone record your own audio.
Okay, guys.
Video of this?
Yes, we're going outside to get the eclipse with LA-based comedian John Early, and we are formerly, yeah.
Check 1 2. I have my own audio
Wait,
going.
so much
I
has
have my
happened in the
own
past
audio
2
going.
minutes.
Are you with your audio going? Let's clap.
Okay.
1
2,
2 3.
Wait, you guys have to press the button. You have to press the button.
Wait, and no one look at it. No one look at it. Right?
I'm gonna look at that.
Do you have glasses? Okay.
I'm gonna look.
Okay, everyone's channel's been
We're
good.
adding this to the
Channel
YouTube.
good.
I'm very clear.
Okay, so
I'm
what
noticing
are we
it's a
doing?
little bit darker. It's a little bit
It's a
darker
little
than
bit
usual.
darker.
Wait, I'm like really fucked up from this.
Typically at this time, it would be a little bit
I'm
lighter.
scared.
No,
I'm
it's
so-
definitely different. It's
Don't
so,
look-
So what's going on is it's
Don't
definitely
look at
different
what?
than typically
Don't
would
look at
look
what?
outside.
Don't look at what?
It would,
Where is
typically
it?
look different.
Careful.
Wait, this is black.
Wait, I'm scared.
Look right up at the sun.
Look up
looking
at
at
the
it.
sun.
It's that way.
You'll see it.
I don't look,
I
Pat.
have to. It's that way.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's
Let
so
me try.
cool! That's so cool!
Okay, wait, you see it?
Yeah, it's so cool! It's so cool!
Wait, really?
I can't believe that's real! I can't believe that's real!
I looked at it again.
I didn't. It's
Do
their
not
safe,
forget
right?
to
They're
submit
safe.
your private audio.
They're safe.
It's my EOD Friday.
Whoa!
Wait, oh my god!
This is genuinely amazing.
Okay, I'm having
Wait,
to see it.
what? This looks like a Solange concert. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yes, it's so
Okay.
beautiful. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
I know, don't look. Wait, I should do this.
Yes, that'll do it.
I don't care that much.
Wait, you don't care?
I don't care.
God, don't look at it! Don't look at it!
I don't
That
care
is
as much.
shocking. asking. Are you like
I just
rocked?
thought it would be cooler.
You don't feel totally like
Total
brought
eclipse
down
of the
to
sun.
earth like I'm an alien?
I don't care.
Wow.
We're so small. Everyone, hold your hand. We're so small.
I
We're so
feel
small.
normal. It makes me feel normal.
Wow.
We're
It makes
so
me feel my same
small.
size.
We're so small.
So the moon is in front of the sun.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Get mooned is what the glasses
It
say.
is interesting that you can see it with these.
Do not
I
look.
never care about things.
That's okay. It's good that you know.
I know.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Because
It's just a
listened to a
moon.
podcast this morning that said you don't feel your retina burning, you just find out in a few days.
I've been staring at it. I've been intermittently looking up.
No.
I don't believe in shit like that.
No.
I drink Diet Coke. I don't believe because of cancer.
Eclipse truther. Eclipse truther. That's an eclipse truther.
You better be careful.
You better work, bitch.
You wanna have an
You need a Maserati?
No, I didn't know the
I don't know the lyrics. See? Even work
And you're
bitch, I
such
don't
and you're
listen to
such a
the lyrics.
Brittany. You're such a Brittany.
Okay.
And we're live outside of the studio.
So that-
So now
So what does
we're
everyone
moving
think?
back in.
We're going back in. We all
We've
saw
all
it.
had our own different reactions to it.
And
John's
this-
and Catherine's were very similar.
I just think
I didn't know what to expect. Is this a thing? And then it was so beautiful.
Me too. I genuinely didn't understand.
Because in 2017, when there was one, I couldn't get glasses, and I was at the one hotel rooftop with my ex-boyfriend, and
But
there were no
was-
glasses.
My eyes are hurting.
Did
No.
you look up without the glasses?
Pat!
1000% in 10. So I did look up without the glasses.
We are absolutely rocked.
We're going back in.
Okay,
Oh my god, my eyes are being weird.
no,
Pat?
that's not how it works.
You guys, no, it.
Pat, I listened to a podcast that it's going to take days and weeks for you to feel the effect.
Admire my eyes feeling weird.
I'm so glad we did that though, as a group.
That was so special.
Oh, I love that.
Now, what was so crazy is that you went to the bathroom. I looked at my Apple Watch, shout out, and I thought my dad said, "Call me Catherine." So obviously,
Oh,
immediate heart
God.
attack.
Yeah.
But what it said was, "Call me Charlie," which is my brother who thinks he has the flu.
So it was a family emergency.
Okay.
So it was like, "Call me Charlie," so we can talk about this. Not like, I assume everything's fine.
So
Take-
he thinks he
take
has the
this
flu and
out.
he's texting the family?
That's how we do it.
That's really sweet.
That's how we do it.
yeah.
Do you wanna talk about the movie?
Well, I
Well,
just want to
let's-
acknowledge the
Yeah.
movie, but we do not
have
need
to
to
talk
talk
about the
about
movie.
it.
Do you want it to come up organically?
No, I think
Yes,
leave this
is
in.
it. Okay,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so
So,
the
Joyce,
thing
is there
about-
anything you want to acknowledge?
really quickly, can everyone say how the eclipse made them feel?
Yes.
So I get a troubling state of like, why don't I care about anything? Why am I lost in apathy all the time? I didn't think it was cool, but I'm not a visual person. So when things look cool, I rarely care about it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my reaction was, "That's not what I expected. That's so beautiful. I really hope I'm not hurting my eyes. I'm a hypochondriac. I don't want to hurt my eyes."
Yeah.
And John,
I just like well, first of all, I really respect your non-response and you being honest about it and not just jumping straight to like, whoa.
Totally.
Because
Of course, it was tempting to do
Straight
that.
to
Yes,
Woah is a
because
good title.
Straight to Woah is like my autobiography.
Really?
Because I jump.
Straight
I
to-
jump.
Yeah.
But
shit.
I also think in the jump
uh-huh.
to Woah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a little fake until you make it. Like if you like sometimes if you're always just like full like, well, I'm not gonna feel anything.
Yeah, I
Then,
know.
like sometimes you have to like kind of go whoa, and then like halfway through the wall you're like whoa.
I know.
And you really start to feel it.
I do have constant anxiety that I'm not feeling the things I'm supposed to feel.
That's really normal.
Yeah.
And I'm that way too because I grew up going to lots of church stuff and being at like
Mm,
being parts of ceremonies where like
Right.
funerals where you're like supposed to be
Yeah.
you know like
crying,
moved
hands
and,
up in the air. Yeah.
and
yeah.
like and I just was always like I don't feel it.
Both when I graduated from high school and when I graduated from college, I woke up and I was like, this is so stupid. I told my mom I'm not going and she started crying and my dad yelled at me
About church?
about graduation.
Oh
But I don't
my
like
God.
ceremonies.
Yeah.
But now
Because you don't like the pressure to feel the thing you're supposed to feel.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It feels coercive.
And that's
It's
why I don't like
awful.
weddings too.
I remember
Yeah.
being at a church ski trip in high school and
Mhm.
like being in the worship ceremony and like wanting so badly to like really know what they were talking about and then convincing myself I was like, you know what? If I saw God's face right now, I would cry. And like picturing like the face of Jesus and being like, that would make me cry right now. Yeah, I get
And
it.
did you cry?
No, but I was like, if I saw God's face,
Yeah.
I would cry.
She didn't see the face.
I go, but I'm there. I'm on that level.
Yeah.
If I saw God's face, I might
God's
cry.
face is so interesting because it's like
Praise.
the idea that God has a face.
Yeah.
Well, the image that we're all bombarded with
Yes.
on a daily basis.
Yeah, God's face. Beard.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you
And
mean.
white.
Totally.
Why?
Straight
say
white
that.
man, why? Straight white man, why?
Interesting.
You know when I went straight to Woah recently? I was getting dinner with shout out my boyfriend Brian, and they brought this like giant cookie that like we'd seen on Instagram.
A Pazuki?
A giant cookie.
Oh, like a pizza cookie.
That's like there's some
Oh my God,
restaurant.
first of
There's
all-
some restaurant in LA that everyone. It's like if you grew up in
Oh,
LA, it's like
I
Kate
see.
knows this. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
like it's for your birthday party. You
I
get a
see.
Pazuki.
I said
Pizza
that-
shaped cookie.
All
Sorry,
I'm
keep
thinking,
going.
all I'm hearing is bussy, but yeah, it sounds like that. But it comes and like, it looks so good. So I think I go, and then we start chewing it. I'm like, and he's like, it's not very good, is it? And I'm like, wait, yeah. But I was going
Straight to Woah.
I just went straight to like all I'm hearing is bussy is like a conservative woman's like memoir. Like all I'm hearing is bussy. Like the gays have gone too far. Like culture, it's like all anyone's like, all I'm
all I'm
hearing
hearing is bussy this, bussy that, bussy that.
It is all I'm hearing though. But I do like I wake up in the middle of the night like gasping, thinking about moments where I've been like halfway through someone's sentence before I've heard the information. I go, or like no, and I'm like,
I know.
But that's appreciated on the other side. That's appreciated.
No,
I
but
know, but it's
it is.
bad.
I do that all the time.
I think some people need a lesson. I have a few friends who like I love to death, but I feel like tell me if you agree with this or not. When I'm asking for advice or I'm stressed about something, usually I just want them to be like, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Whatever happens, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Where some people give advice where it actually makes you feel like worse.
Oh, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
This
This is
goes
great. Look at
my
this.
feeling.
What do you think?
Yeah, what are you doing? Instagram.
Ask him what he thinks. Ask him what he thinks.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
What's happening?
No, I sent a screen grab of something to our mutual
Of
friend.
the eclipse.
Our mutual friend Claudia, because I just sent her the screen grab and I was seeing what she said back. It's just something to do. It's like literally
Something to do.
No. It was when you were having your family emergency. I sent it just as something to be like, well, what do I do? John's in the bathroom. Catherine's mother has the flu. What about me? What's my story here? Oh, I know. I'll send this screen grab. Oh, I know. Let me pretend to be spitting out about this screen grab. It's something to do. And then when
Include that.
Some of this is useful. Some of this is useful.
Yeah, exactly. Salvage.
Yeah.
We're mining for gold over here.
And then she just responded, so I was reading her responses.
What does she think?
Um,
If you feel safe sharing.
Let's see what I can say. And this is in the podcast.
And let me check on my family.
She said, Jesus Christ, blank sent you this. Maybe he bored me is insane, assuming this has spun you out completely. But it hasn't.
No.
But
no.
I was like, but it's like, that's what I miss about when I was spinning out so much is like, it was something to do.
It was, yeah, of course, something to feel.
Yeah, something to feel. And now
Straight to Woah.
straight to Woah.
My dad says, don't look at the eclipse today unless y'all have special real glasses.
That's so
we
sweet.
did
Yeah.
it.
My God.
Oh my God. We gotta get you on this thread. You'd love it. Brother has the flu. Anyways, so your reaction to the eclipse was just gentle wonder, would you say?
I have recently, I think, been more. I think as I get older, and so
Yeah.
you'll get there.
Mhm.
Totally. But we're a little,
The same age, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's scary.
I know. Wait, because are you 35 or 36?
35.
Okay, I'm 36.
Okay, so I have one more year.
One grade above.
Yeah,
because,
one grade.
Because growing up, you were grade above us.
You know that I think this is the
We do.
funniest thing in the world, saying grades still.
that's what we said.
It's so funny
Because
to
can
me.
you
Were
imagine
you
him being a
classical-
senior when I was a freshman? That changes things.
Wait.
I was a senior when she was a freshman.
Whoa.
That changes
So you
things.
were in 8th grade when I was a senior? Wait, what?
Wait. Yes.
And I was saying we know what sex
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
She was in 8th grade when you were a
Wow.
And that changes
wow.
things.
And
but
some-
now it's the same
But
age.
it's the same.
And recently, someone on Grindr who
Now
was
we're all
recently someone who on Grindr who was a freshman when I was a senior kept calling me boy.
right. Which did you show John
Yes.
Yeah.
what the man was working with?
Yeah.
Not going. Can I show it to you? I go, send. It's fun to see.
You gotta.
Anyways, wait. What do you want to acknowledge, John?
No. I think there's more. I have a few questions.
Okay.
Yes, I felt as I get older, I do feel more wonder around stuff like that.
And I was gonna add to piggyback on that. I was gonna say, does that go in line with like, now your dreams are coming true. Your dreams have come true. Do you feel like you care less about work and more about the wonder of the world, or do you feel like you just want more work?
Always more work.
Yeah.
But I it's honestly probably like it's probably shroom based.
Really? Are you into
Chocolates or
shrooms?
regular?
No, I've only done shrooms like you know, in like a big old dose, like
Yeah.
hiking.
Not
So
like micro.
fun.
And it's been a while, but
Yeah.
like I've had like a couple experiences in nature via shrooms where
Yeah.
I've been like, and what I do love about shrooms is like the feeling of like that your like response to nature is so crazy, and then it kind of like the intensity decreases, but it kind of never leaves you a little bit.
Really?
Like
beautiful.
even this plant I find so beautiful. I'm kidding. 'Cause it's plastic. It's plastic.
I went
Feel
straight to
that
Woah.
glow.
Do you go straight to Woah? I go, that's so
Straight
true.
to. Do you title your episodes? Because this could
Yeah.
be straight
Straight
to
to
Woah.
we
Okay,
do title
that's a
we do
good one.
title our episode.
Unless you want to save it for your memoir.
No.
Straight to what was so funny. I did shrooms like one time, but it was like with my high school friends, but we were like just out of college.
Yeah.
At like a Long Island bar, and like
You were at a bar.
yeah, and
That's
like
no.
and they didn't give me enough. Like
Yeah.
they didn't give me, so it wasn't even microdosing, but it wasn't like a
Can't
true
be at a
dose.
bar, yeah.
And then like literally like I thought I was like tripping on mushrooms, but like just when you like when your widgets you like hold something down, the widgets start vibrating. I thought
Hashtag
it was something
widgets.
I don't know what a widget is.
It's
like
literally the icon on your iPhone.
yeah,
Oh,
I think those
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's very like
They were doing that. They were doing that, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I'm on shrooms, and someone's like, "No, those are just." And then we went to. I was still closeted. We went to like a straight strip club, meaning it was women.
Yeah.
oh my god. Do you like other drugs? What's your relationship with drugs?
Love and other drugs.
Love and Other Drugs. I really want to watch it. I've never
Oh my
seen
god!
Is that Miss Anne
And I
Hathaway?
think Hathaway. I think you
And-
see full
of Anne?
Bush?
frontal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her pussy.
I think you see her pussy. It's so
She's
funny that someone saying pussy and a gay guy being like, oh, so like a girl pussy.
There should be a
Uncle
word for it.
Bussy.
Yeah.
Like a bussy hurts.
You see a lot of Jake in that too. I think maybe
I'd love to see it. A lot of
Really?
Jake is a
Maybe
good
you see
title.
his
Yeah,
a
a
lot of Jake.
I think you see his bussy in it.
Re-
No, you don't.
His bussy. Yeah.
There's this bar on.
me thinking you didn't hear me right. His bussy. That's a good title, Jake's bussy.
Wait, what drugs do you like?
Oh, I like
if you
weed.
feel safe talking. Oh, do you like weed?
Yeah, I have a, I don't,
You have a-
I'm,
You indulge. You
Yeah.
engage. It works on you.
Yeah.
it does.
It doesn't work on me, otherwise I'd be into it.
Yeah.
Someone sent me like weed liquor that I'm curious to try. It's
That
not
sounds
booze.
horrible.
It's not booze.
Yeah.
It's like THC.
Oh, I see what you
A
mean.
drinky.
Like a shot.
A drink. I wonder if it works as slow as gummies.
Mm.
Huh. Something to think about. This summer I was doing like a month of shows and I was like, I'm not going to drink. So I got really into having a weed gummy before bed because I can do it when I'm alone, just not
Yeah.
when I'm with anyone. And then like a cartoon, every night I had a pint of Ben & Jerry's. And I was like,
Yeah.
I thought I'd lose weight not drinking. And then every night I was like,
Oh, I know. No, it's
crazy.
dangerous.
It feels so good though. It's like the
Yeah.
cartoons say.
Yeah. It is like the cartoons say.
What do you think about cocaine?
I don't do cocaine.
I
No,
wish I could do cocaine.
John,
That's
people,
what I love.
in my 30s, people in New York are so casual about every
About-
second doing cocaine and ketamine. Do you find that with your
I
friends?
find decay is well, yes, no, I do find that actually.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
like
so
a
casual. I
certain-
go, I'm scared. I'm a good girl.
Well, the fentanyl stuff is so
I know.
genuinely scary.
Real.
Like literally,
Yeah.
I've tangentially known
Right.
people who have died.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
It's horrible.
it's so scary.
Yeah.
But also just like it made when I've done it, I did once have a kind of euphoric response to it where I was like,
On coke or
I felt I was
K?
falling in love with someone too. I was
Really?
like,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's happening. We're on. It's on. It's on. But other than that, I'm like, oh cool, I have to shit.
yeah.
okay,
yeah.
goals. I literally would die to shit. I'm like,
No, see, my life is completely
Opposite?
ruled by that. So it's
Yeah.
just
you're
like,
so lucky. Last night at dinner, I revealed how often I shit. All three people at the table gasped. So I'm so curious. What are you working on now?
What do you want to acknowledge?
well, it's so weird that I'm here.
It's so weird.
And it's
You're
timed so perfectly with the release of Stress Positions.
Tell us everything.
Positions.
it-
You're so lucky you're friends
So-
with a media gay who can give you this platform.
Oh, please. Well, I want to say I love the photo of you at Sundance. It was so chic. I saw a photo of you in a big coat.
Oh, thank you.
That is
I'm-
the Hollywood dream, John.
I know. Well, I was really sad because I wish I
Why?
hadn't worn these glasses with that coat. The whole point of that coat was supposed to be like, I have everything else is preppy and dignified, and then I have the crazy coat on top of it. It was
It
supposed to
looked
be like,
so good.
but then I put these on just because it was bright.
Yeah.
And the flash bulbs.
Yeah.
And I
John,
looked
John.
and I looked full Matrix. And I was like, I did not mean to do Matrix.
Oh, I see.
As an outsider, I saw it and I was like, that looks so cool. And that's the Hollywood dream, to be at Sundance with your movie in a big coach, like with your friends. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the dream.
It was really nice.
Oh, so cool.
But I'm disappointed about that because that coat being photographed, you really can only do it once.
Yeah.
I know.
And I just wish someone I just wish someone from Portlandia wasn't rude to me at Sundance in 2019.
Oh my God. Oh my
I
God.
just wish they weren't rude to me in 2019.
I wish
at
that too.
Sundance.
I wish that
Um.
So when did you start working on the movie? When did you shoot it? When's it coming out? What's happening?
Okay. Well, did you ever go to Showgasm?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
So did you really?
I did, but I don't think I did when
10th
you
Avenue.
hosted
You
it.
think I didn't go to, remember going to 10th Avenue?
Oh,
guess,
I
like,
know we were
I
there.
remember.
When I was going to Showgasm as a performer, it was like in the place like Mitra was hosting it, or like it was like after
Post
'cause you hosted it
Post John
forever, right?
Showgasm
Post
hits
me,
different.
very
It's
clear.
different.
I would have loved to be. back
I
on
went
that
when you
lineup.
played the Showgirls video. I remember,
Really?
and it was so amazing.
Oh my God, that
Yeah.
was so long ago.
so good.
Well, I used to host a variety show, and my like DJ slash like sidekick was my friend Theta.
Yes.
Ham Sandwich at the time.
Oh my God.
And she's one of my oldest friends, and she's really like she has a gigantic brain. She's very, very smart. She's a real like ranter.
People
And,
love her podcast.
Yes, NymphoWars.
I have to listen to it.
NymphoWars is really, really genius.
I
It's a
gotta get on
different.
The way people talk about it.
Yeah,
it's
you should
like-
start from the beginning.
Yeah.
And like it's very, very special. And it's like the thing that is one of the things that's very special, besides both of them just being total geniuses, is like a lot of them are like these very ambitious like radio plays.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like
God.
Theta is Orson Welles. It's
Yeah.
really crazy.
And Macy is so funny.
Macy is a stone cold comedic
Yeah.
genius.
Oh my God, I need
Like
to listen.
funnier than everyone we know.
Yeah.
but I don't know. So Theta's the one of the two NymphoWars hosts, and anyway, but she made a movie like during COVID. She made she wrote a movie,
Amazing.
gave it to me for my birthday, like sent me an email with like a PDF attached. And I was like, it was
Oh my
so
God.
beautiful.
That's heaven.
It was heaven, and like. It just was like it's very suited to my whole thing,
Mhm.
but it's so much more. It's Theta, so it's just like it's got this like very kind of ambitious, almost like screwball comedy like structure, but it's also very high-minded and about some very dead serious themes that we will not be talking about on the pod.
Yeah.
But like she just like took what I tend to do comedically and put it in like a really rich, like thematically rich, very like beautiful movie. It's really cool.
I cannot wait to
it's
see.
so
It
sick.
It's
When-
the nicest thing you can do for a friend.
really is.
Write them a lead in a feature
And the
to tell
title,
your friend you love them.
Right
and the
there-
title's so good too.
It's such a good title, and it is actually a to get really into it, it's an Abu Ghraib reference.
Oh my
Oh my God.
Which is why it's a good title. Because that's also
Wow.
a lot of what the movie's about.
Where was it? Like, so it played at Sundance.
It played at Sundance.
Is it coming out in theaters?
Sorry, I for some reason I just blacked out, and I was like, I saw a window to do a joke, and I didn't. Okay, sorry.
No,
It
it just didn't work.
It didn't work,
It just didn't work.
and that's okay.
It,
The point is, it went to Sundance, and now it's coming out in New York. April, I was supposed to say August, April 19th at IFC,
Oh, the best.
and then it comes out in LA April 26th, and then the next week it comes out at a lot of like smaller theaters across the country, little art house
so amazing.
theaters.
So cool.
It's really cool, and it's
when did you shot it? When did you shoot it?
we shot it like fall of 2022. Actually,
Wow.
it took a very, very long time to.
Yeah. Don't point.
Have
out
you
when
ever
it's
done something that
2022.
doesn't
I am
take-
so sorry.
Have you ever done something that doesn't take like 17 years to come out?
No, I mean podcasts is the only thing.
No, this will be
Yeah,
around
yes.
17 years. I know. I feel like I'll shoot something and then 45 years later, I'm like,
I know,
but that's just how it goes, I guess.
I know.
Okay, so
But yes, come see it, and like there's lots of people you know and love.
Who's in
I
there?
can't wait.
Amy Zimmer.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. You know, when you see a tweet that like makes you laugh so hard that you
Yeah.
have to share it later. Someone tweeted it was like, I love a meowing cat. It's like, yeah, speak on it, bitch. It's
So
so-
stupid.
it's like people say the funniest things sometimes.
No,
They really do.
that's what being on
Yeah.
TikTok is like. I'm laughing.
And
No
then
one's a
6
comedian.
hours
Everyone's a
later-
genius.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I
Yeah, and 6 hours
know.
later. But the other thing, oh God. Oh, I just What I was gonna say, which now makes sense, is I just learned who Mr. Beast is.
I don't know
who
who
that
that
is.
is.
Biggest YouTuber in the world. I read an article on him. Scary.
Biggest YouTuber.
Like,
Biggest
so-
YouTuber
And
in
what
the
does he
world.
talk
I
about?
thought the biggest YouTubers were all like children unboxing toys.
Or like playing
It's-
video games.
Yeah.
It's kind of about that.
Yeah.
Now he makes so much money that he does like big like stunts where he like, I'm gonna give this community $300,000 and films himself doing it.
Whoa.
he makes so much money, like, on his
like
ads and
Ty. Wait, who's the guy who hosted like Extreme Home?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he did-
yeah,
oh, like
Ty.
Ty Sundell.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I was attracted. Of
Cut
course
that,
I
cut
was. But like, leave it in that I was attracted to Ty on Trading Spaces. Of course.
Oh my god. of
Cutting
course.
wood.
Hi.
Cutting wood, of course. I remember they had a hot woman who also was sometimes the carpenter.
Oh yeah, like Genevieve or something.
Something like that.
Who's
yeah.
your celebrity crush?
Paige Davis, the host of Trading Spaces.
Without missing a beat, Paige Davis.
Celebrity crush. Oh my god, I don't really know. Like current celebrity crush.
I don't know. It's just a fun question for me,
no,
not for you.
there is someone. There's like some part of my brain. Well, who's yours?
Well, I'm just thinking. You know what? Well,
Mine's like someone boring, probably.
it was Adam Driver, but now I'm over it.
Yeah.
And Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
He'll do with the damn thing to me. I just think every now and then I'll like have a sex dream about someone, and then you wake up and you're like actually wounded that you can't have sex with them.
I know you have
Yeah.
sex dreams about celebrities.
I had a sex dream about Jim Carrey that changed my life.
Really?
I mean, he's so sexy.
He's so hot.
I'm
Yeah.
not attracted.
I would die.
Take that
for
out.
him.
Not attracted. Leave it
Okay,
in.
I have to actually share. Last night I had a dream that I was, and this is kind of a recurring dream now that like that I'm going around town like with my pussy out, just like jerking off in public, and like and coming in my sleep.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
You come in your sleep from
Yeah, but then I'm dry.
How? Oh,
It's
interesting.
like a dry dream.
How often do you in your sleep?
Yeah.
Not often.
Yeah.
Like it's happened like throughout my life.
I wish that still happened to me.
I've
Does it
never had a
stop- does it
wet dream
stop
in my life.
happening?
In your life?
I think I was like, there was something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Never, like, obviously I've had sex dreams, like,
Obviously, you've had sex.
I've never.
We know what it is.
I know what
Yeah,
sex
it's not like we
is.
don't know what it is.
I've never
know.
woken up and been like, oh my god, I've come in my sleep. I've never had that.
Yeah, I do think it's one of the great gifts from God.
It is oikos yogurt coming in your sleep, and
the eclipse.
the
It
eclipse.
is so magical that it happens. It's like it is
It's
literally
crazy.
like I mean, it
Like,
hasn't
you just
happened to
go-
me in years, to be clear, but it is
Yeah.
like literally being possessed
Yeah.
in your sleep.
One
It's
of my
crazy.
favorite jokes in your
Suspiria.
special is when you say that sometimes anal sex is so good that you forget it's just a hack. It's so funny. It's
Thank
so
you.
true.
It is true. It's crazy.
Okay, so you have the movie coming out. What else is going on? Are you dating anyone? What's going on?
No, I'm not.
Do you go on dates?
I was about to be like, that's a no-fly zone, but I'm literally just not. But no, stress positions, yes. Everyone
Go
gotta
see-
it.
go see
Seriously, I know
stress.
that it's hard to interrupt like a absolutely popping off conversation with a promotional thing, but you actually have to see it.
Totally.
No, I think it's so exciting.
Should we do a wrap up?
Oh yes. Do you guys have a crush of the week?
My crush of the week would have to be
The guy
Person-
who gay baited us.
That's your crush of the week. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know his name?
I do.
Okay, after.
But
Well,
we both kind of like he was
looking.
German.
Yeah. And he was looking at
Interesting.
us. No,
he was absolutely looking at us.
Because we were talking to him.
Is there anything more
Because
gay
I had
baby?
a flag and I was going like that.
No,
This is a problem I have too with like looking. Like I have this experience constantly on sets where like
Mm.
I'm like where I'm acting in something and like call me in for rehearsal and I'm like standing there and like I'm like everyone in the crew is looking at me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's their job. They're literally trying to figure out the shot. But it's all these straight men being like,
It's so
I
good.
haven't-
they're looking at your whole body because they're thinking
Yeah.
about colors and light. But I'm like, oh my.
They're so
I know.
good. Boys look so good that
I
when they're
know.
doing that.
I
love
have a
straight boys.
disease lately where like someone will just have a normal human conversation with me, and I'm like, you need to go to sloth. Like you're, you have love addiction for me, and you need to go to sloth because this
Yeah.
isn't. Even if I said yes, like this wouldn't be sustainable. Like with what you're feeling, it's gonna take over your life.
I
Like
haven't felt
you need something
objectified in a
else. I
long
can't be your
time.
everything.
No, I haven't either, and that's why this was so shocking. It's not even.
feels
It
so
wasn't
good.
even ambiguous. I was actually like, I am finally being flirted with after
Yeah.
60 years of no flirtation,
Yeah.
and like I was so rocked, and
Well,
like
yes.
I
How
thought,
do you know he's not bi?
Well, we don't actually really know, but we
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
told
we don't
he
even know
was-
his name.
We did
were
the
told he
test.
was
No, we did the
straight.
test.
Okay.
We did, yeah.
We sent a sample to a lab and they came out straight.
Yeah, I took some.
I was shocked when he said he was straight. I
Yeah.
was
So he said that to your face?
No, we
Oh,
did
oh,
some
oh.
research via Ruby McAllister.
Oh, shout out. Who's coming in later today?
Oh, that's right, at 3.
wow.
Yeah.
I actually felt so emotional because I drove by the theater where she's doing her show and I saw her name in lights and I was like,
that's
I
where
love
it
that
should
girl.
be.
Yeah.
I love that
I
girl.
love that girl.
My crush of the week would have
Oh,
to
so your friend,
be-
basically your friend just said, no, he's straight. Is the end of the story.
Yeah, but it is a classic. Like, I'm sorry, but it is a gay or European thing where I think
Yeah.
it's also like he's English is not his first language, so I always think it was like there's like a vulnerability to trying to speak English when he's like new in America.
Keep saying pussy.
Yeah, my pussy.
Stop.
But and so there was like a kind of sweetness to everything he was saying because
I
I think he
know.
was like,
God, that's fun.
and so but I interpreted that as like he is like cripplingly shy around me and like,
Yeah.
yeah, can't handle it.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
boom, and then also he was literally telling me that he like is like does
Sucks
like
cock.
that he does like experimental like good like electric guitar, which I remember being like, that's absolutely so not gay.
Yeah,
Totally,
like that
yeah.
couldn't be straighter.
But I was like, that's so hot that a
Yeah.
gay guy does that.
Well, so you're pretty mask, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
My crush of the week would have to be I don't know if I have one.
What is mine? What is mine?
my friend Denny, who told me I should get the 4 promises,
What's that?
I thought
It's
it
a
was
book
I thought it was the 4 agreements.
4 agreements.
But interesting that you heard promise.
And interesting that I heard it in repeated promise.
It
That
means
is something
something.
to look at
Interesting that-
closely.
Oh God.
So you guys mean crush very loosely. Is
Very-
what I'm
Couldn't
getting.
be looser.
Okay,
But when you do it,
Couldn't
when you
be
do it every
looser.
day, it's like you can't keep always saying people.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did say a person. But I guess I don't have a
But you mean like
I don't have a romantic crush on
yeah,
Denny.
yeah, okay, okay.
You
I'm
caught
just-
me. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it all for Denny. He's partnered, and I respect their relationship. His partner went to my rival high school.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hostile. That's pointed.
You know what I'm staying at the Silver Lake Pool and Inn.
Mhm.
My least favorite place in the world.
And
I stayed at
The
3
one thing I
times.
don't like about it is this is the opposite of a crush. The floors are like
I know.
cold tile in
Doesn't
the
it
whole
feel
room.
like a
Uh-huh.
rehab space?
Yeah, I wanted more like.
Yeah. I'm
But
glad
I
you
don't.
see
I don't
me.
dislike it. I slept very well. My crush of the week is my sleep that I got.
Mm.
I slept. It was so
So you
fun.
mean
Like,
loosely?
Me exposing the identity of
No,
someone.
sometimes, we do, sometimes we do
no,
that.
because it was. So, you know what's so fun is when you're in LA and I'm on New York time, so I have dinner. I get home at 9, immediately
Boom,
asleep.
and
It
then
was-
you're awake at 6.
and then
I
I,
know.
took a Xanax. So I hadn't been
Yeah.
sleeping, and then I slept till 9:55. But
Wow.
honestly, my crush of this conversation, I've been looking forward to this for so long.
Oh, me
It's
too.
heaven on earth.
It was. I'm really actually scared of it being over.
I
No,
know.
I know.
Well,
And do you? I know this is such a classic question, but like, are you so happy to live here, or do you miss being in New York?
I miss New York so much.
Really? Do you think? Why don't you move
I
back?
really miss New York. It's just such a hassle. I mean, I've got to
I
figure it
know.
out.
You gotta
but
get,
I-
well,
Listen, TV
you'll
and
get a
film.
place.
what?
You'll get a place there.
Thanks.
You have a beautiful home.
Thank
You
you.
know, my other real crush of the week is
Can I
that
ask? Is this
the
a
room
safe
that you
question? Did you
have.
buy a home?
Yes.
That's so nice.
Yes. I'm
You're-
very lucky.
and you have a room for watching TV that can only be described as like a nest spot.
yes.
Do you think we'll be able to buy homes one day?
I cannot say.
At this time.
At this time, yeah, yeah. I can't. I don't.
Do you think if we
know.
podcast for 5 more years, we'll have $1? Oh, that's so
Um,
exciting.
it
That's
wa-
so beautiful.
It's yeah, it's crazy.
Do you
Oh.
feel hot today?
Hot.
Yeah, physically.
Physically, yes.
Like
in this
sexual.
room, absolutely. Oh.
No, like
well,
sexually.
interesting about this is a fun thing to talk about with your guest, Ruby.
Yeah.
Is because Ruby told me to put this on the denim
It looks great.
because I was wearing
Oh,
something.
because we didn't get into what you wanted to talk about, which is the phenomenon of filming podcasts.
Oh yeah,
can you-
I do want to
do we have time for a
start
quick aside?
really quickly.
Yeah, I
I
wanna
want to
hear.
start a campaign right here, right
It's
now,
over?
Yeah.
to stop
Yeah.
doing the visual component.
Yeah.
I understand why it helps move the needle.
Yeah.
We have to resist that temptation.
Yeah.
We have to get back to like the audio only. It is actually much better to listen to a podcast than to watch it.
Totally.
Period.
Totally.
It is, and I actually think that I'm behaving differently.
I think I've had several podcasts that I used. This, by the way, has been heaven. It's completely popped off. I want to be very clear.
Thank you.
Totally.
But I've
We're not taking
experienced
this
in this
personally.
very studio podcasts that I used to love doing, and
Yeah.
then suddenly they're filmed, and it a chill descends on the dynamic. No one knows what to do. Part of like what is fun about a podcast is you actually feel some semblance of privacy.
I
Yeah,
And
because
know.
you're like,
yeah,
like-
you're like,
I
Yeah.
know.
yeah, me
It
just
do-
copying you completely. You know?
Well, I guess-
Oh, wait.
It's like this.
It does turn it into almost like, okay, I'm on the Kelly Clarkson show. You know what I mean?
I meant to tell
very
you.
much so. Yeah, it's very, very much so. Very much so.
a few months ago, I was doing a show, and I unintentionally I said the phrase "now more than ever," famously the title. Someone in the audience goes, "John Early."
Wait, a what show?
I was at my stand-up show.
Yeah.
And I actually said the phrase, which is your title of your show.
But
I said,
is frankly
"Now more
a
than ever."
phrase.
But and someone goes, "John Early, John Early," and I was like, exactly. And then I was like, "Oh my god, I have to leave this." I was so embarrassed. I was like, I copied the title on stage. I was like, I have to leave the stage. I was like, this person had every right to say that. I gotta go. I was
Oh
so
my
But did you
embarrassed.
feel that they were actually going John Early, or they were going John Early?
Yeah, how was it? Did they do that?
No, it was a celebration of you.
Yeah, okay.
But
yeah.
I was like, oh my god, because I didn't realize I was doing it. But you know what I mean?
No.
It's so funny though.
But yeah,
Anyways.
visually, but I think we really need to like
Stop it.
push ourselves, all of our in the podcasting
To embrace
community,
audio.
to just go back to the audio.
Dance with the one that brought you audio.
Yeah, audio brought us.
Audio brought us. Visual didn't bring me.
It's I just do think like, and I also think this is like hemorrhaging a certain kind of like we don't have like the kind of thoughtful long form like Dick Cavett conversations anymore. We have
Right.
like highly pre-scripted like promotional
Yes.
like late
Short
night
clips.
television. So it's
Yeah.
like and this is like filling the need for that thing that used to be in culture of like the long form thing.
Mhm.
But I think when we put it on visually on podcasts, and then like it takes the pressure off of TV to do long form thoughtful
Totally.
conversations.
And we have to keep that pressure on
We
TV.
have to keep that pressure.
Can I ask what
And that's politics. Stay in line.
podcast do you enjoy?
I also think that when we started doing visuals, when audiences hashtag turned on me.
That's funny because someone came up to me and said, "Pat's warmer than I thought" after watching.
I know.
They need to see the eyes. They need to see those lashes.
Can I ask what podcast?
Best lashes in the industry right here.
I know.
No.
Have I told you that before?
You know what? No.
You have the best lashes in the industry.
Thank you. You've notably not told me that. And there's been a couple pieces about it. What was I going to say?
I feel hot enough. My hair looks good from the wedding I went to, and that's all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a legging. Who cares?
Ruby, so you have stuff to talk about with Ruby because I know that you were running real
Yeah,
dry.
yeah, but please.
But Ruby told me to wear like I was trying to wear something a little more like sexless because
I
that's
see.
typically what I do. I go like
On the
because-
pod or in general?
in general
Oh,
I go
okay.
Presbyterian.
Yeah.
And like and if like my jeans get more hot, like I like these jeans, like and then I'm like, well, I need to undercut it.
Yeah.
I like need to undercut it with something that's a
Yeah.
little like sweet and modest. And she was like, "What are you doing?" She was
Yeah.
like, "What?" Because I literally was like, "Well, I can't do too much." And then she like really pushed me to put this on.
Wow.
You look amazing today.
Thank you. But so I just that has been in my mind is hotness.
Yes. Yes.
You know what's funny? When I was with Ruby, she was like, "You need to go full snatched like vampira." Like she was like, "Own it." She's like, "Lean into it."
Fuck yeah.
Meanwhile,
Oh.
look at what I'm wearing right now.
I heard
This
it.
is
Tell me what I
This
need
is
to
crazy.
do.
Let's. You
Imagine
should
me going
ask
on-
Ruby to give
Yeah.
you
Makeover.
style makeover advice.
Yeah. Imagine me
I don't
going
mean
on-
that like a you need to make
Totally,
over,
totally.
but I would just be so
She
curious
just has
to
an
see what she
eye.
would do.
Because I'm actually
Because I look at you and I go, where do we even begin? I
Totally,
you know-
totally, and she won't get overwhelmed. I am in a place like stylistically where I'm like, I wonder what.
I'm
wear.
always in crisis stylistically. And I
Really?
always.
You always look cool.
That's so nice to hear. But I always
Bless you. God bless you. May God rain his hand down on you and bless you.
I don't know what it is.
completely deliberate. Like I mean, whether you know it or not, absolutely conscious. What? The point is, I'm always in crisis stylistically, but I have a friend who is a genius, Kimmy, who listens to this podcast. By the way,
Wait,
she's so
wait, really?
excited. Yeah.
Do they care
She-
about us?
Yes.
must.
Yes, totally.
Can they come on?
You mean style? Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh my God, get in
Oh, yes.
here. Are they
Um,
stylists?
yeah.
It's a
Kimmy.
Kimmy Albert.
what gender expression?
She is in fact.
She's a she.
She's a she.
Okay, Kimmy, shout out. I'm just going.
Me
I'm
and
going
my-
day every day now.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
Oh,
not?
yeah.
You can't lose. You can't lose with
Yeah.
day.
Me to like my brother and his wife. Like, so are you guys gonna find out the gender expression?
Yeah.
Someone they'd me on Twitter
No.
recently when I was name searching. They were like,
No, let's circle
Like,
back
I
to
was like, what?
To circle back to that, the idea of anyone having one single bad word to say about you is insane to me.
Oh my God.
I'm
Well,
serious though.
That's very
You're
sweet.
perfect.
Hey, I'm not.
Trust me.
I'm very flawed.
Yeah.
I have
No.
scars.
Are you
You
mad at me?
kissed my scars. What was it? Scars. There's a good Taylor
The
there.
Taylor- yeah, I know which one.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Am I mad at you? Not at all.
Are you mad at me, John?
No.
Okay.
Do you always ask that?
Yeah.
Oh,
are you
oh.
Are you mad at me? Because
No. Oh, I remember
let me
this
think.
now.
Let me
Yeah.
think.
You need to take a
Well,
page from Kimmy's book and listen to every episode of our podcast.
I'm really sorry.
You can learn a thing
I
or two
love
from Kimmy.
Kimmy.
But she's been really helping me just
Oh,
like
well, ask her what I
get
should
just
wear.
basics like jeans and like
Yes.
because I just
Where do you get your jeans?
these big balls.
Because John always is. I'm like still to this day haunted by. We went to dinner in the fall when famously
Oh, no chocolate. No chocolate.
when famously the waiter said when they were reading the dessert we on October 15th and there was only fruit based options and I said, do you have anything with a chocolate element?
Oh,
and they
yeah.
said Genevieve, that's our chef, only likes to do chocolate during the fall.
It was actually crazy. It was
and I said,
October.
John, if you think we haven't talked about this story 7 times on this podcast, you're crazy.
I just can't think about it.
Genevieve said.
Genevieve, comment better.
It was October 15th.
Genevieve, that's our chef. Always do chocolate during the fall time. For one, even if it wasn't fall, it's like Genevieve, like figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's such a crazy rule.
I
to
had a
have.
chocolate pot of mousse.
But
last
secondly,
night.
also during that dinner, John said, "Do you like seafood?" And so I like literally went on like a 12-minute dissertation about like my journey with seafood. I was like, I never liked it growing up. And then like basically like I had salmon and it was like so good. And then I was like, let me give this more of a chance. And so like I have been more like trying like different fish and stuff. And like
Oh,
John,
we're being ousted.
and John was doing a constant like seafood.
A
I
joke-
literally was waiting for like 20 minutes with my mouth full of food.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, bye.
We're not mad. We love
not
you.
mad at all.
Watch Dress Positions
Watch Dress
and
Positions.
Go
stop
see it in
filming.
person.
Stop
Go see it in
filming. Stop
person.
filming. And look at this.
Go see it in
Stats.
person.
Go see it in person because
IFC, IFC.
it makes a difference. It means things.
But with your dollars.
And it's nice to go out of your house. It's nice. Get off your phone.
Exactly.
Love.
All right, bye.
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 Treatment. If you're boring as fuck, seek treatment. If you're unlucky in love, seek treatment. If you just can't take a hint, well, seek treatment. With Kat and Pat.
That was a Headgum podcast.